Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD and I'm here to do another reading. And today I was feeling a little bit sassy, so maybe a little bit toxic. I'm just kidding, but I thought it would be really fun to do a third party peek, a day in the life of this person. So this could be your ex or the person that you briefly dated, anybody that is really on your mind, just to get a peek at what their daily life is looking like. Now, as I was saying before, when I shared that little clip with you, or I'll be sharing it actually after my intro, is it started raining and I was like, okay, rain, and then it started like chunky raining, like, sleet, snow, whatever. And I just thought that was really cool. But then it started actually snowing, and I got super excited because I haven't seen real snow since the hailstorm in Phoenix, Arizona, which seems counterintuitive, but it did happen. And prior to that, it was in Connecticut when I lived in the snow. Well, anyways, maybe a couple of times in between, but it's been a long time. So I just thought I would share that with you. Now, the song that was in my head, I think I twisted the lyrics, which is not uncommon for me to do. Anyways, but you know that song. It's I'm only happy when it rains. That one. So you might want to look up the lyrics. It might have a message in there for you. And today we're going to be looking at your person, or the person on your mind, what their environment is like, their mindset, and what they desire. Okay, those three things. Now I'm going to insert the clip of the little snow so you can see it here, and I will see you shortly. Hi friends, this is the first snow, at least for me, in many, many years, and it happened right before I started recording this video, so I wanted to share that with you. I just feel like in my mind I kept hearing, I only like it when it rains, and I really feel like it's pertinent to your reading. But now we have this little snow flurry going on here. It's super cool. I just want to share that with you, and we're gonna go ahead and with actual snow. How fun. I'll see what you're reading. All right, friends, thank you for hanging in there with me. We're going to go ahead and get a little bit of intention going here. So let's hope that that doesn't take out the fire. It could, but maybe not. Now, first thing that I was noticing when I was trying to meditate to get this done for you was a lot of distractions. A lot of distractions. I feel like this person has a lot of distraction in their life, and I like it that way. So honestly, I feel like this person is distracting themselves so that they don't really have to think much. The more chaos it is, the more, even though they complain and they appear kind of like mad or grumpy or something like that, I feel like the easier it is for them to really cope and deal with things because they don't really have to think about anything on a deeper level. They don't have to get in touch with their soul, with their heart space, anything like that. And excuse the noise here, but I'm reaching in to get some frankincense and myrrh. And of course, I got to blend in some sagey sage in the mix just because that's how we do. Okay. I guess I can use my little tool here. So I'm feeling like this person is definitely distracted. They enjoy it that way. And there is a lot of chaos. I feel like a lot of yelling, a lot of, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that. I do feel like this person, for most of you guys, is engaging with another person. So it could be a karmic tie, a cellmate is like to call it, but who knows, right? So I feel like this person has a lot going on. I am feeling also the presence of children. So this isn't for all of you. Once again, we are ambitiously reading for the masses, are we not? But say hi, kitty. Okay. So I feel like this person is definitely, they have so much on their plate, but again, they like it this way. A lot of chaos, a lot of noise. I feel like even when they do things, they might listen to really loud music with their earbuds just to drown things out. But they don't really like doing a lot of thinking at this moment in time because I think there's a fear of thinking, okay? They thrive in the chaos as of now, and it's one foot in front of the other. I don't have to think about anything. But during those moments of repose, those moments that they're laying in bed and they have no choice, you know, right before, especially right before like falling asleep, I definitely feel like their brain kind of turns inward. They have no choice. And I just saw like the smoke kind of explode in a little cloud. And I feel like it's, they may be having explosive epiphanies, honestly. So that's for some of you. I feel like this person is awakening and fighting it every step of the way because there's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with, okay? So let's just get into it. And we're going to do a day in the life of. So let's see what their surroundings look like. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this guy, or at least scooch it over. Not that scooch is a word, but my son taught it to me, so it kind of is. Now, let's pull some. This is from my Magpie Boat collection. We're going to pull some items and just get an overall vibe. Now, go ahead and I'm going to mix these. It does get loud. Go ahead and lower your earbuds if you're listening with those. And I'm going to go ahead and mix in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll start with these here. Start with a pen. Coffee is my blood type. So this person can drink coffee, or they may need like an extra stimulant just to keep going. As I said, they definitely keep themselves busy nonstop. They could really crutch on energy drinks and things like that. That would be another thing for them. See here if we can get this to come in close. Yeah, I feel like this person is definitely veiled. Their head is veiled just in the same way that this crystal is covered. I feel like their true intentions and their mindset is really hidden. And I heard a dark cloud, like they don't want to share anything about what it is that they're thinking or feeling with anybody, like in a real sense. They keep their thoughts and motives hidden in every sense of the word. But look at how glowy this is. Is that a word, glowy? 1, 2, 3, like 3 little glow spots in this. And I just love this crystal. I feel like they have a lot of potential, and maybe that's what initially connected you to this person, a lot of potential. So they're ignoring that potential, I'm just going to say. And also, okay, gosh, I hope you can see this. Come in for me, darling. There we go. Better, best. I don't know if you can see this, but I see an eye hole and an eye hole here and a nose. And to me, it looks like this person's wearing a mask 24/7, and it's impenetrable. Is that how you say it? Anyways, but I feel like there's some crusty stuff growing on here. It could be like they're just wearing an outmoded, crusty mask is what Spirit's saying. I feel like this person doesn't allow themselves to slow down, because when they slow down, they do feel peaceful. Okay, I'm seeing actually the image of a face here. Eye, and then kind of a mouth. And this, the eyes are semi-closed, and the mouth is just kind of a flat, almost in a frown. I feel like this person may be feeling judged, okay? But they have somebody on their mind and in their heart that might be kind of like pissed off at them or not happy with them or whatever. And I feel like this could be a constant. And I don't think that this has to do with you, actually. I feel like the person that they're with, male, female, doesn't make a difference. We don't read sex on this channel. We only read energy, right? But I'm feeling like this person is around someone who is hypercritical to begin with. Anyway, it's like very hard to please energy, that kind of a thing. And they've gotten themselves into this mode of just like jump, jump, jump. All right, so now I'm seeing this person actually in the middle of the night or whenever they're able to, they actually do quite a bit of studying and looking things up. So I see like a face of a person here looking down, almost like a with a magnifier. And then now it's transferring into a person holding an urn. So this person is holding on to memories. And I feel like those urns are more about you. Now this is a ruby. It's hard to tell. It definitely doesn't translate super well, but I definitely feel like this person is self-protective. Maybe even this person's looking for a job at this current time. Yeah, so they have a lot. And I feel like this person, oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you this. I feel like this person's left a trail of broken hearts everywhere. So when I said this was like a toxic situation, or like even the song, I'm only happy when it rains, I'm like, seriously? Pour your misery down on me. I think, pour your misery down. Something like that. But obviously I don't own the rights to that song. If you can see here, I see somebody who has curly hair and this person is crying. It's a female. And I feel like they just kind of, the words I'm hearing honestly is get off on that, okay? I feel like their self-esteem gets a major boost, which is highly toxic. Yeah, look, what did I tell you? Okay. I'm all lecturing, scolding. Look, okay, so this person is currently wearing a mask. And yet, on the other side of the mask, this person is blue in the face. Interesting. Blue, I feel like kind of being frozen out. I feel like they have a lot to say. And she's got a tear right here. So I feel like this person has a lot to say. And they're holding up a mask. And they're masquerading almost like the devil. Okay. They could get their kicks that way. Their self-esteem can get stroked by just being a devil and hurting people. That's what I'm hearing. They could be watching you on social media. They could be zoning out on TV. They could be doing a lot of like Netflix and chill, I hear. Okay. This person can go through, they have a different sense. I feel like watching anime to cartoons with children to the stuff that they kind of really resonate with, which is on the darker side, like maybe documentary, docuseries, crime, investigations, things like that, or anything, I don't know, hack slash movies or shows, whatever. Yeah, this person can be creative or they could really enjoy creativity. I feel like this person could be creative if they wanted to. Now, there's a lot of yellow in her mouth, and I always think of that as the solar plexus, and so a lot of creativity. They could be watching someone on TV, or they could be watching you on their phone, like social media, whatever the case may be, speaking your truth. And with a white face, I feel like you're a ghost to them in a lot of ways. So if you have a social media, they're definitely stalking you, which is interesting because they have their own thing going on. I cannot believe I bought this pen, you guys. Can you see that? Okay, it says dick bag. So this person, maybe you bought them like a bag of, you know what's, DICKs. Even though I said it, I'm hoping the algorithm won't flag me. But maybe you bought them a bag of D's, or they would like to send you one. I don't think that is the case, but I feel like they've really behaved badly, and they feel like life is a bag of dicks right now, honestly. Okay, yeah. And then look, going back to the white, and going back to the white with this person here, all the white, these ghosts right here, I feel like this represents you. And in a lot of ways, I feel like they have fond memories of you. I'm looking at the ghost. It's a ghost, right? Scary, spooky. But then we have all the little smiling faces and all the flowers. So I feel like you, in a lot of ways, without knowing, bring this person joy from a very dark place that they're in currently, okay? So we're going to get into it. I know that was kind of a weird reading and intro, but hey, you expect that from me from now. Show me what I need to see. A day in the life of this person, your person. What's their environment like? What is going on? And show me now. 3 cards, please. Oh, trash. Okay. Well, that didn't take long to... Okay, we need some more light here. I feel like this person is caught in a net of their own making, okay? And instead of like scooping out trash and getting rid of it, this person instead scoop themselves in with trash, or is in a trashy situation, okay, where they thought that, well, look, a low-class person, not worth trying, nonsense, poor quality, worthless, and useless. Yeah, so they bonded themselves to someone who actually, when they're looking right now, they appear shiny and pretty on the outside, but when they look on the inside, it is pure trash. And they bonded themselves, their life, their finances, their everything to this person. And now because they made their own net, they're having a hard time getting out of it, okay? So this person can feel actually trapped and hemmed in. Okay, side hustle. So maybe you're a person, yeah, I said they were looking for a job, for job opportunities. This person is looking for a side hustle. Freelance, making ends meet, self-employment, part-time, hobby, odd job, and extra income. So I feel like this person is doing that not only for the money, because that's, I feel like there is a need for that, but I also feel like mostly it is just to get away from the reality of what their life is currently, okay? I'm not going to lie. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm feeling. And the third card, please. Cancel. I feel like what they're saying is that they currently would like their life canceled as of now. And so that doesn't mean like, we were having our children or whatever the case may be. But it says dismissing someone or situation, rejecting someone or an idea. Rejection, not interested, boycott. So this person is part of like canceled culture. They are definitely feeling like we're going to get rid of these because it's distracting me. The bag of dicks especially. Oh my goodness. So this person, yeah, would like to really cancel a lot of things in their current life right now, but they don't really see a way out of it because of this net. Now, the interesting thing is that they can, the net has holes in it, so they can see through it. And it's almost like I kind of have a vision, but I don't know how to get myself out of the situation that I place myself in. Alrighty, so this person is being sus. Someone's being shady, something hidden, suspicious, suspect, or untrustworthy. Yeah, not a big surprise there because I did feel like they were looking at you, kind of on the sly is the feeling that I'm getting. I don't feel like this person is free to be able to indulge those things. Yeah, bottom of the deck, yes. You have the green light, go for it. Extreme satisfaction, approval. Yes, extreme liking. So yeah, this person definitely, I feel like they could even be saying that, during their side hustle of, I'm so busy and this and that, but really they're kind of like stalking you or looking through social media or wanting to get an idea of what's going on with you just because. Now, make no mistake, this person is they're running from themselves, honestly. Now, I don't know, there's this other song coming to my brain. I don't know why I'm getting songs. I should not be because I can't sing, but I think it's David Lee Roth, I don't know. But it's like running from the devil. Anyways, I should know that, but I don't. So this person is flexing all about themselves, selfish traits, pride, flashy, arrogance, insincere, and boasting. Yeah, so this person's absolutely in a bad position, but they want to keep up images, okay? They want to have people gas them up, and I feel like that's why they really get off on having people cry over them or feel a certain way about them, and I feel like this to them is a flex in itself. It gives them like a false sense of self-esteem, and that's just no bueno. But okay, so show me more about why these cards are here, please. Show me why these are here for this reading. And show me now. And day in the life of staycation. They could be spending a lot of time at home. And yeah, just working out at home, I feel. Or even, yeah, going to the gym, working on their body. Because I feel like they don't really want to face like what, not that those things are bad, not by a long shot. That is great. But I feel like they do it as a distraction, okay? As a way to really avoid slowing down and looking at things. Yep. And look, sorry, not sorry. What I did wasn't wrong. I don't care what people think. Unremorseful, bitchy, don't care. Yeah, and so this person can could have left a bunch of trail of broken hearts and things like that. But the funny part is that they have really hemmed themselves in a situation that they're not happy. So I definitely feel like this person is still out there, you know, trying to gain attention from other people because that's how they get their high. Their self-esteem gets stroked that way. And they have no remorse and no care for how other people feel. It's definitely all about them. That's actually kind of sad. But anyways, yeah, so detached. What is this here? You're a deep thinker with a high level of emotional intelligence and awareness. Your vibration creates a ripple effect, which makes others more aware of their own emotions. And I feel like the more this is you, I feel like you're more introspective. I feel like you're a lot deeper than this person. And I feel like you've also detached. I feel like you are self-protective. You're no longer open to this person. Even though we're doing a reading on it, yeah, I don't think that you're emotionally, mentally, spiritually wanting to open that can of worms. And I feel like they know this darkness, and I feel like they want to kind of shut down. I'm actually feeling tears, which is kind of interesting and unexpected. I feel like this person has actually cried over you. Diviner, you have a natural talent for divination, revealing what is hidden, or hear answers that may come in many forms to help point you in the right path. And it's interesting because when I initially grabbed this card, I really felt like this is another thing like to the side hustle. And I feel like this person's strictly focused on money, on the grind, on making that dime, on making that coin, on their body image and how they look. But everything is external. If you crack that shell and all of that's gone, inside there's really nothing. It's hollow. It's unexplored. I feel like this person has a lot of shadow work to do, a lot of work to do. And it's not, you know, it's not with the intention of, oh, that they can do shadow work. They can come towards you. That's going to be up to them, whether, you know, they decide yes or no, whatever. But the biggest thing is just doing the shadow work. So Catalyst, you're someone that evokes progress and change in people, making them aware that something could be better, leaving them forever changed. But look at the butterfly covering her mouth and all the colors dripping from her face. I feel like you can actually take the color. All right, this is going to be difficult to explain. Don't get mad at me. Some y'all might click off, but that's okay. Some of you guys have the ability to drain the color out of people's lives, such as in this situation. And what I mean by that is that you can look at the situation and go, okay, well, money, that's great. Okay, side hustle, that's great. Okay, being busy all the time, that's great. But what's going on the inside? Like, yeah, you look handsome, you look beautiful, super fine. I love the car you drive. Those are all great things. But what's going on the inner side? I feel like this person is shriveled. It's a vacuum. They don't often go within. If they can avoid it at all costs, I feel like they're running from themselves by fueling that hole. I know that was a weird way to put it, but I always see it as like a vacuum, filling this hole with stuff on the outer world, with attention. I heard attention with bitches. Okay, take it for what it's worth. So I feel like this person's, number one, definitely not faithful to their current partner. They don't respect them. I feel like this person feels like that person is trash. They want out of the situation. But again, they've kind of placed themselves in a predicament. So bottom of the deck I have here is past lives, regal, seductive, and just a bit dangerous, with Cleopatra energy, so strong you intimidate your prey, a very strong connection to Egypt. So I feel like this person is, I feel like this person is really drawn to you. And they can't help but, like, in spite of all the noise and ruckus that they cause in their lives, I even smell diapers, funky ass diapers, and kids screaming and rushing here and there, and having to go to soccer and having to go to, do all, whatever the Joneses are doing, having the bake sales and the school events and the this and the that and the ballets and the piano lessons and the violin lessons, and it's never ending. But when you go into their home, I feel like it could be just kind of chaotic. If it's not chaotic, because for some of you, I do feel like your person is in a situation where they just don't take care of the home. Just to be honest, I keep smelling like diaper and feeling especially the kitchen area, just not maybe the trash is not taken out or whatever. But for others of you, I feel like the chaos within the household is a little bit more of a mental, emotional, and spiritual strain and drain. Okay. Now, as much as they're seeking validation and connection outside of their connection right now, I do feel like they keep being drawn back to you. You guys may have a past life connection. You could have really strong Cleopatra vibes, incredibly sexy, beautiful eyes, whether you're male, female, an intense stare, an intense gaze. I feel like your aura, your energy precedes you. When you walk into a room, people automatically turn and just kind of get wide-eyed. And it doesn't matter like necessarily your physicality or your aesthetics per se, but it's a lot more even before that. Your energy speaks volumes before you actually even walk in a room. And the one thing that this person really likes about you, that they notice that they cannot find anywhere else, and they can't even find it within themselves, is self-love. You advocate a healthy lifestyle, taking good care of your body, mind, and spirit, teaching others to give back to themselves. So I feel like I feel like this person feels like you're really creative. You have a sense of a healthy boundaries, healthy sense of balance. And again, with the eyes, I feel like you may not really say a lot, but your energy speaks volumes once again. And I don't think that you're at all superficial, which is interesting. This person is like really put themselves into the situation. If they were attracted to you and yet all this drama seems so unnecessary. With a heightened consciousness, having power to channel divine messages, you have the ability to open people's eyes to the unforeseen. Yeah, you could be a catalyst, just like that card said earlier, a catalyst of evoking people into a wakeful state, an ability to help them to see where it is that, I'm going to get rid of these cards right here and pull some new ones, where it is that they really can change, where and what they need to change in order to live a life that is more fulfilling. And I don't feel like this is about like, oh, I want my ex back or anything like that. But I feel like there's definitely a connection, like a past life connection, or you guys can't stop thinking of each other, or whatever the case may be. And there's a reason for that. You guys have a divine connection. So whether, it's meant to, yeah, this person feels like you're their happy ghost. It's like you're a blast from the past and you make me feel good. I feel like good and bad in a lot of ways, because they see how far they have to go in order to get to a good place. Show me what I need to see. What is this person's mindset? What's this person's mindset? We already saw it in the side hustle and the being busy. But what is this person mindset? And show me now. Let's take 3 cards. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, working, busy as a bee. We're not giving up. I feel like they could be working tonight to perfect something. Maybe they do have like their own business or side hustle that they're really trying to perfect. Okay. 2 of Wands, they know their mindset is that they have to make a decision. And so both the lion and the lioness are looking towards the left. It's almost like making a decision, and it could be about their current circumstances. Look at this bird standing on top of the lion's head. I don't know if you can actually see that. See if we can zoom in a little so you can see the cards better. Anyways, so this person can have a song in their mind, and that song can have to do with the future, but they're looking at the past. And the divine masculine is devoid of color. So if you can see this lion, he has virtually no color, and the lioness has all the color. So I feel like what that's saying is the mindset is like, there's no color in my life and I need something. Like we all need something, right? So I always say like no drugs, no sex, no rock and roll. Well, I need something. Give me a candy bar. That's not right, but yeah, you get the point. I feel like this person is needing that something. I feel like their pond is definitely icy, just like the sleet that I shared with you earlier, the snow, whatever you want to call it. And I do feel like a lot of tears. I feel like this person affects a lot of people and there's a lot of crying around them. I don't know exactly why. Yeah. Children crying. I feel like women crying. Interesting. So 5 of Pentacles. I feel like this person can totally lead people on. And I feel like this person's like kind of aggressive. Now, if you look, this owl is perched on top of a chopped tree. And to me, the tree really, a lot of times what I get from a tree is like your family inheritance, your genealogy, and things like that. But I feel like it's many, many cycles of this being done that this person learned it from. And I feel like they feel defensive, aggressive. I feel like this person can be very, very aggressive when confronted by their actions. And there's no remorse. There's never like a real, I'm sorry about anything that I've done. It's just, you know, F you, ha, that kind of a thing. Sorry, not sorry kind of a vibe. But in the end, I feel like this person could have like ghosted and isolated a lot of different people with no explanation. And the truth is that they don't have the depth, the maturity, or the respect to want to give to anyone else. Actually, they don't really even have that for themselves. So how could they have that for anyone else? We're going to... I feel like this person has a newer child. 1 or 2 new kids, because I see here 1, 2, probably 2 new children. And I feel like, yeah, this person could have ghosted you, but you're not the only one. Not that that's any comfort, right? So 8 of Swords, this person's like, you know what? I'm even getting, like with this moon right here, I'm getting snake eyes, snake vibes. This definitely looks like a snake curled up within itself, furled up. Trying... pretty much like nesting. And I feel like with that, it's like this person is encloaked within themselves. They haven't shed their skin. Even here, it looks like an eyeball to me. Optic nerve. I feel like this person, their nerves are frayed. They could have an illness with like anxiety or anxiousness, but their nerves are worn, and their environment for sure does not support anything to help that. Okay, so let me bring this in closer. Okay, bovine. So right away, I'm looking at this card and I'm looking at the cross. Obviously, it's the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles is all about being steadfast, being focused, being a friend of children and animals, being very salt of the earth, very grounded. And I feel like that's actually what you represent. I look at all the sunflowers. I feel like you may have a lot of attention, and then you may have some lurkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I know that 5. There's these little not ladybugs, lightning bugs. Well, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. It won't come to my mind right now, but I definitely feel like you have a lot, and there's 5, which is interesting. It goes back to 5 of Pentacles. You have definitely people looking at you with remorse that no longer have connection with you or contact with you. But I feel like you are solid, and I feel like you're not saying much. I feel like your mouth is pretty closed, and you're just listening and sniffing the air, kind of, you know, I'm just going to see what transpires, what's true. We're not going to make commotions about things. We're just going to allow things to unfold the way that they need to unfold. And I think that this person knows that about you. And honestly, I feel like they're bothered. I feel like they're curious with this bunny, this white rabbit. They can't help but go down the rabbit hole to see like what you're up to, what's going on. I even sort of see this as like an apple right over here. So they kind of want to see it, like take another bite out of the apple and see what's going on with you, what transpires. But I feel like you're out of reach. And even interestingly enough, let's see if this will come in to bring that. Do you see that little bird? It's the same little bird that is on top of this divine masculine's head. So I definitely feel like they think about you. And they something about a song or music that connects you guys. Okay. And then the Hanged Man. So this person knows that, you know, that we have eights. Eights, we have cycles. Yeah, definitely this person is stuck in a cycle. They're, you know, stuck in a position where they're trying to look at things from a higher perspective. But really, honestly, I feel like they're avoiding trying to look at things from a higher perspective. And this stage is going to stay with all of this. To me now, it feels like ice around this possum. I think it's a possum. I'm no animal expert. But then I see an eye right here. And I feel like this person could definitely be in a situation where they have to have hangman energy, meaning they have to get some introspection going on. They have to really do some evaluation going on. You know, like, what part is my responsibility? Is this really what I want? Who am I really? Am I providing the best that I can for my family? Am I even physically, mentally, emotionally present for those that really need me? And what implications does that have to do with anything? So I feel like this person needs to go within, but they're avoiding with all action. Yeah, they're avoiding all of that. And look, the Hierophant. And I heard, when I saw this card right away, I heard 3 blind mice. So this person can have a family in the household of like 3, like themselves, and then, you know, 2 or 3 children and a partner. But I have the key is right behind them, and they're not looking. And I kind of feel like this gives me library vibes, even though it's like a bakery window, cafe, whatever. I'm feeling like they have books of knowledge, books of wisdom. They already have the wisdom downloaded. And yet look at this little mouse is like kind of fretting. The little fingers are like everywhere. They could have nervous habit of like biting their fingernails, or playing with their fingers, or kind of like ripping. This is kind of for a few, but ripping like the cuticles or skin off of their fingers, something like that, in nervous habit. Worry, anxiety, eroding at things. Okay, that's just not a good place to be. Let's look and see at what they desire. Okay, because I know it's not where they're at for sure. Show me what I need to see for this person, this third party, a day in the life of this person. Show me what I need to see, and show me now. Fertility, maybe they want to have more children. But fertility can be, let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. I feel like, yeah, they definitely want a new life. They want prosperity. Of course, who does not? As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universe, divine. So everybody wants to be prosperous. I mean, no different. This person has dreams just like anyone else. But look, right here, glamour was peeking out, so I had to take it. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. And yet I really feel like what this person is saying, that what they desire, what they want, is to see something different when they look in the mirror. And I feel like what they want is to see someone with a lot of honesty, integrity, upstandingness. Is that a word? Nope, probably not. But I feel like this person, when they look in the mirror, that's why they work really hard on their body, on their hair, maybe on their skin, whatever their deal is. And even at times they could even avoid looking in the mirror altogether. But I feel like this person wants to view themselves in a better light. And yet, you know, in order to view better, you need to do better. Let's take out this crystal really quick. This person, definitely desires to shine, to be all that they were meant to be. I feel like they know that they have an incredible potential. Like, when people look at them, they have great potential. And yet they keep all of that hidden by crappy behavior. I feel like they still get their kicks. I see an eyeball, and then kind of a mouth right here, like a smugness. And it's just all really relative to how they look, not anything like substantial about their character or who they are. And it's all about like what they possess. Yeah, there's this huge gap lacking right here. So I feel like they're continually wanting to work on their public image and using glamour. They could even be using like glamour spells for maybe 1 or 2 of you. I'm seeing almost like a sea otter right here. but it's not gaining them the life that they want. You know, they want peace. They want direction. They want to know how to get out of this net that they themselves created. And yet they won't admit that they're in a bad spot. Now, I just want to grab these cards, and this card jumped out sideways. So, healer, you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. This person maybe even can feel like they too are a healer in some ways. Now for others, I feel like this person feels like they want to heal, then they don't, then they want to, and then they don't. They oscillate back and forth because my card came out sideways, and I always take them however they come out. Now the logic to that is, you know, when you're getting your ego fed and everybody's looking at you and you're like, wow, that person's so fine, so whatever, they feel really good in the moment. It's almost like getting, you know, a boost of dopamine. And it's a temporary relief. And I also feel like this person really does a lot, and it has everything to do with the Hawthorne effect. I feel like if you guys aren't familiar with that, it's Hawthorne effect is a little bit about like having, you know, doing the right thing under observation, doing things in a specific way if you know you're being observed, but the minute that that observation is gone, you do something completely different. So if that person is in the room, then they're like, you know, busy on their hustle, busy studying, whatever the case may be. But if their person is gone, then they're, trust me, they're in the down and dirty. They're definitely not doing what it is that they pretend to be doing. Let's just say it that way. Which is interesting because that's at the core level. That's what they want to do, is what they want to do, right? Show me what I need to see. What does this person desire? And show me now. Last thoughts. Mother of Air, they want to communicate. They want to come in with clear communication. And I feel like they appreciate direct communication. I feel like that is something that is a struggle for them. They would prefer to work with their hands, to look good, than to open their mouth and speak their truth. And that's quite unfortunate. They may have mother issues as well. Son of Earth, this person is very, very slow to kind of graduate. I'm looking at all of the texture in the background of this person. I'm looking at I feel like they're slow to speak. They're slow to speak their truth. I feel like they're trying to loosen that tie up and really use their vocal cords for what it is that they need to speak, which is their truth. But it's very, very slow in coming. I feel like they clean up well again, so they look good. They can dress really nicely and again be admired by so many, but I don't feel like anyone really knows this person. Show me what I need to see and show me now. You know, nobody knows this person because they don't know this person. Yeah, Mother of Earth. This person can have grandparents on the other side really rooting for them, pulling for them. Even if these grandparents weren't really around necessarily, or if they don't know them, but I feel like this is more ancestral help, and I feel like their ancestors have a lot of compassion for them. But the women in their family and their lineage, I feel like have been really disrespected. And if they have children that are girls, I think that that's how they're, going to learn how not, Daughter of Earth, look, what did I just say? How not to disrespect women, how to treat them with love and respect and kindness, because these people are souls. And so maybe that's part of their life lesson, is that they need to, again, adopt the hangman. Here we have it again with the possum earlier. But here's a sexier version than the possum, right? And look at this person. He's got his arms crossed. He's like, I don't want to fucking go in within myself and think about anything. I want to do whatever it is I want to do. I look good. I smell great. I present well. But what they're not seeing is that when their daughters get a little bit older, or they are of age, or whatever the case may be, because I feel like what this crystal is telling me that the daughters are younger, the children are younger anyways. I feel like this right now is stating that they're coming to an age where they are getting older, and they're going to have to face people just like themselves, trying to date their daughter, trying to take them out, and ultimately taking advantage of them and using them in ways that this person doesn't want to accept any responsibility for that. But they're training their daughters to think that, you know what, physical, maybe even physical abuse or SA, or that they could be objectified, that they don't have to be pedestal. And yeah, I feel like, especially one of their daughters, if they have children, they're really connected. They're really deep. And they could have freckles. They could always walk around with a faint smile. I feel like this person, I mean, all children are meant to be protected, but this person's really deep. They have a connection like no other. And I feel like this one child is not like either parent in this scenario. Okay, I don't know why that's coming out. Yeah. Mother of Fire. A lot of ancient connections here. A lot of people in the mix as well. I feel like a lot of people listening, a lot of people having problems with their throat chakra or portraying themselves in a manner that they don't. But there's a lot of intelligence and a lot of people in their family also connections to the other side. But this person has taken a real liking to the 3D, and that's how they get their self-esteem. Yeah, Ace of Earth. So they need to come back down to earth. I feel like there's a lot of rebelliousness, a lot of like anger in this person. With their arms crossed, is like they don't want to do the work. They don't want anything to do with that. And then despair. I feel like this could be you, but most of all, I feel like this is them. I feel like it's a shared emotion. Another number 8. Look, this person's trapped in a cycle. So the best thing you can do is just really, if you believe in prayer, pray for them. If you believe in saying them good juju, you know what? Everybody can use good juju, but don't get involved in doing spells and crap like that. That is just not worth anything in the end. People, it may or may not work, but the cost to you is going to be really steep. I guarantee it. It's just not good. But look at this turtle. It goes super, super slow. And I feel like it's a long, prolonged period of them having to go through this cycle of seeing that, you know what they've tried, nothing is working. Oh, look. Sorry, I'm laughing. That I just had to laugh because look at their expression. They're all defensive and they look all pissed off at me, saying, don't talk about me like that. Don't talk about my person that way. And look at, even like he has his hand on her shoulder, and she seems to be wearing a noose. I kid you not. We're going to bring this in here. Look, this almost looks like a noose around her neck. And this person, and that's not a funny matter, obviously. I mean, if this person wants to unalive themselves or whatever, but I feel like they're sticking through with thick and thin with a story of everything's okay and we're good. And, you know, obviously it's not good, but if that's what you want to say, cool. You know, that's what your life is, and that's what your life is. So, yeah, a lot of resistance to want to grow. Honestly, it's going to be a real sad day when the S hits the fan and they realize that everything that they've done has consequences, and it's not just leaving behind them a trail of tears of other people that they don't give two shits about, but what they're fostering is a trail of tears to come with their family. Okay, yeah, that's what they're aiming towards by all of their past behaviors. So they need to get still. They need to look at the still waters in order to really reflect. They need to really get in touch with what is real and what is true. They need to really get in touch with themselves and their higher knowledge and their higher wisdom. Because I feel like, you know, they have the ability. They just don't want to do the work because they're trapped in a cycle. Yeah, so there's they don't want to do the work because it's a lot of adjustment. And in spite of all the sadness and all of them juggling and them trying to walk on a tight wire like this person is, they're going to continue doing it. And I feel almost like their person is going to be the one that's going to end the charade or something. And I hope, you know, I definitely don't wish any ill on anybody. I hope that there's no self-harm in that, but I feel like their person is going to have the strength finally, hopefully, to be able to see, you know, that things need to change for them, even if it's meant to improve. I mean, this could be a situation where this person needs to grow and evolve for them to really grow together and improve. And look, as I said that. So I feel like doing a lot of the shadow work would bring out a lot of demons, a lot of ghosts from the past, a lot of things that this person wants to keep hidden. They want to keep secret. They don't want all of that out. And that's why they are just like digging their heels in, and they're not doing it. They're just not doing it. They're not having it. But what they don't realize is that with that broken bottle, that bottle will never be the same if you try to glue it together, tape it up. So it's sure failure. Okay, acting in a toxic manner is a sure failure, and predicting more toxicity in their own life and more pain, unfortunately. So I was not expecting all of this, but you know, these reads turn out however they do. If you enjoy this kind of reading, please smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for your time. Until next time, namaste.